Seattle, Washington, September 23. Free safety Earl Thomas. Photo by Otto Greule Jr., Getty Images. Back in December of 2017, the dots started to be connected between the Dallas Cowboys and former Texas safety Earl Thomas. After Thomas and his Seattle Seahawks defeated the Cowboys, the All-Pro safety chased down Dallas head coach Jason Garrett and said, "Come get me." That quick discussion led to a whole lot of speculation, considering Thomas was already reportedly unhappy with his contract in the Emerald City. On top of that, the Cowboys have been hurting at the safety position for years. Still, Thomas clumsily tried to clarify his comments about wanted Dallas to make a move for him, as he told reporters he wasn't meaning to come and get him right at that moment. "I've always been a Cowboys fan growing up. The biggest thing when I said, 'come get me,' I didn't literally mean, 'come get me now,'" Thomas said via Jeremy Bergman of NFL.com. "I'm still in the prime of my career, I still want to be here. But when Seattle kicks me to the curb, please, the Cowboys, come get me. You know, this is the place where I want to be when they kick me to the curb. So that's what I meant by, people take me too serious. That's just who I am." So now that Thomas is a free agent heading into 2019, it would be the perfect time for the Cowboys to grant his wish and bring him home. Well, at least it would be perfect for him. For Dallas, not so much. Thomas would be an upgrade over their current safeties, but that may not be the case for long. He's going to be 30 years old when the season begins and is coming off a broken leg. Even with those two factors, he doesn't appear ready to take a contract that will pay less than the $11 million per season he was unhappy with in Seattle. With that being said, the Cowboys could be wise to look elsewhere to fill their safety void. And here are 3 possible players available in the open market this offseason, not named Earl Thomas. Page 2 Minneapolis, MN, October 14, Anthony Harris. Bank Stadium on October 14, 2018 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Photo by Adam Betcher, Getty Images. A player who is still on the rise and about to hit free agency is Anthony Harris of the Minnesota Vikings. Originally undrafted out of Virginia, Harris spent the first 3 seasons of his career as a backup and special teams ace. Entering 2018, he had just 8 career starts in 36 games played. His best season was 2016 when he made 3 starts and recorded 35 total tackles. All that changed in 2017 when he became the starter at free safety for 9 games. Harris ended the season with career highs in tackles, 46, pass deflections, 6, and interceptions, 3. His breakout couldn't have come at a better time for him, as he's now set to command a big contract in free agency, and that may not come with the Vikings, who aren't in the best space in terms of the salary cap. Dallas does have some room to work with, although that could be negated some once they lock up players like Ezekiel Elliott, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dak Prescott, and Mari Cooper. However, they have always been good about moving money around to make it work and really are in the best shape they have been in for several years. That means they could afford to go after a player like Harris, but the real question has to be whether he was a one-year wonder or a future star on the rise. Page 3 CHICAGO, Illinois, January 6, Adrian Amos. Photo by Jonathan Daniel, Getty Images. At just 25 years of age, Adrian Amos is another free agent safety with plenty of tread left on his tires. After playing extremely well for 4 seasons at Penn State, Amos lasted all the way until the 5th round of the 2015 NFL Draft, and the Chicago Bears have been thrilled with the return on investment for that pick. More from NFL Spin Zone. Amos started 16 games as a rookie and has been a fixture at safety ever since for the Bears. For his career, he has 269 tackles and 3 picks. He's also improved his numbers each season in the league, recording career highs for tackles, 73, pass defenses, 9, and interceptions, 2. In 2018, he's become one of the better safeties in the NFL, earning a grade of 82.7 from Pro Football Focus, landing him as the No. 8 overall free safety last season. Amos could wind up staying in Chicago considering how well he has played for them, but if they're unable to come to terms with an extension, Dallas shouldn't hesitate for even a second to pick up the phone and see what it would take to bring him to Texas. For more grades, advanced statistics and more at Pro Football Focus, subscribe to PFF's Edge or Elite subscriptions at ProFootballFocus.com. Page 4. Use your arrows to browse East Rutherford, NJ, September 30th, Landon Collins. Photo by Elsa, Getty Images. The final option at free safety not named Earl Thomas that makes a lot of sense for the Dallas Cowboys is Landon Collins. His name should be familiar to fans of America's team, considering they see him twice per season with the New York Giants. The question here becomes whether or not the former Alabama safety hits free agency. Reports suggest there have been no contract discussions between the team and player, but there is also the possibility of a franchise tag being placed on Collins. Even with that being an option, Collins apparently cleaned out his locker and is ready to move on. Dallas should be keeping a close eye on everything that transpires here because no safety scheduled for free fits their defense more than Collins. He's a true strong safety that doesn't whiff on tackles and has been credited for 428 tackles in 4 seasons. His lowest number of tackles in a single season came in 2018 when he played just 12 games and still amassed 96 takedowns. While he's a beast in that regard, Collins can also play in coverage and has 8 career interceptions, one of which he returned for a touchdown. Of course, Collins won't come cheap, meaning the Cowboys would have to work their magic on the cap. But they would have to do this even if they were going for Earl Thomas, and they were reportedly interested in him enough to offer a second-round pick in a trade this past season. Next, 2019 NFL Mock Draft, final pre-combine first-round projection. Collins makes the most sense and is still just 25 years of age. If the Giants let him leave, Dallas needs to make sure he stays in the NFC East. Use your arrows to browse.